Well, this sunflower decided to go ahead and flower. So did our second round of beans. Now, we got hammered last night with a really strong thunderstorm. The thunder and lightning, I think the corn grew a foot. We did get some hail last night. It looks like our little covers protected our squash. These are getting just about big enough I need to open them up. It's also time to go ahead and add another string to our peas. Now today's Saturday, and you know what that means. We go to you, and we celebrate what's going on in your garden. Well, I go ahead and put a couple more strings here. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of our friends. Walter's massive bug attack has not slowed him down. His okra and his peppers are doing well. And look at this, his fall crops, his beans, squash, radishes, they've all sprouted. The volunteer cucumbers outside the fence, they're really kicking in. Even his ravish cucumbers are setting new fruit. Walter, you know what I say, we'll see what you get. Thank you for taking us on our journey, the good and the bad. Frank is excited to see what lies beneath the vines of his sweet potato patch. I'm expecting a pretty nice little harvest there, Frank. Thank you. Keep us posted. Mike and Linda are now doing the hardest work you ever do in a deep mulch garden. Well, that's right, harvesting. Okra, peppers, peas, tomatoes, zucchini, yellow, crookneck, and patty pan squash. Just look at those butternuts and that spaghetti squash, cherry tomatoes, and a whole host of hot peppers. This is why we do it. It tastes great. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Now, the friends of this community are absolutely fantastic, and I invite you to become a member. No commitment. All you have to do is send in a photo now and again. We get to celebrate your garden. Help us motivate others that might want to learn how to garden. I'm going to do it because it tastes great. While I look for something else to graze on, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more of our friends. Scott and Virginia's cucumbers are kicking in, but nothing like the lotus. Scott, Virginia, I sure do thank you for updating us. These are beautiful. Our friend Bear ran across some novel flowers on his vacation. He wasn't able to put in a garden this year, but he thought we'd enjoy these. Bear, thank you for thinking of us. We got a little damage from that storm. These peppers are going to need a little support. That seemed to do the trick for these, but we got some other damage. Our big old amaranth, it split in several spots, but you know what? That's fine because we got flowers that are ready to harvest anyhow. We're just going to let these dry, and then we're going to go ahead and collect the seeds. So it's not tragic. It's about time. Looks like the carrots that have gone to seed, they took a little bit of beating. They've fallen over. We'll see what the next day or so holds. I think they'll be just fine. While I go look for some other damage, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more of our friends. As we all know, Art had to start over this year, and his elephant ears must like his new garden. They got multiple blooms. Art also has enough tomatoes he's able to continue making his amazing hot sauce. Thank you, Art. Joanne, Jenny, I know the high desert's been challenging, and I know critters have eaten some of your plants, although they're coming back. But you got success, tomatoes, and even more zucchini. And I'll bet you grow a bigger garden next year. Excellent. Thank you for sharing. This ghost pepper didn't get very big, but these peppers are sure nice. Let me take a couple of these. I'm gonna add them to dinner tonight. Leave a comment down below. It helps YouTube push this out to more people that might like to learn how to garden. Well, it looks like our reaper fell over. Look at that. These are going to be ready to pick tomorrow. I just stood it back up, put it back here on this stake. I think we're all right. It didn't break it. If you remember the zinnia that broke in that last storm, we just covered up with soil and it continued to grow. It's doing just fine. Now, I've never grown these big squash, but this vine is now looking like it's just about done. I don't know what kind of surface this is supposed to have on it, but we have two that are very large. And I think as soon as this dies back in the next day or so, I'm going to go ahead and have to take these. Leave a comment down below and tell me if these cruciates are ready to bring in or not. Sometimes they do get vine ripe. And I do invite you to become a member of this group. Help motivate others to grow a garden. You can do this too. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.